Does Qiáng believe that the legendary martial arts distance battle is just the south course planned by this Earth crossing? Chen Hui thought that when the workers wrote it down, they could play ball and take care of some competitions. But on second thought, it's useless to see the south course. This is the world of practice, not the Earth. There is not even a southern globe. The Three Princesses Federation asked what is the southern ball. Chen Fan explained in a qualitative way that the southern ball is about the size of the seed coat. With chat letters, you can spread the word and hear Chen Hui's explanation. The third princess felt as if she had seen this thing somewhere. So he turned to Chen Hui and asked for a few days to go back and look for it. Chen Hui thought that he didn't need to work outside as a girl. I changed my mind to make it easier for him to go back to college. Then continue to arrange work for Lao Qin and the others. The third princess is responsible for thinking that she must find Nanxiu as a memory of a lost love for a superior. Then I can become a China with one person under 10,000. Take him to the deep lipstick. Dashan and the white horse can be linked together. The nobleman offered him a few cents. Lord Master, you can breed. We also want to regain the master's favor like Xiaobai. The third princess Lianban asked the two of them to get up first. Said that he had taken care of them for a few days before. It can be regarded as having feelings. Naturally, they won't just sit and watch them being tossed up by superiors. Dashin Gaoran, let me leave you. Do you understand what it means? When Dashin heard that Lianbang said that he would definitely form a subgroup, Mr. The expert secretly told me to look for Nanxiu. Listen to him describe the water spirit beads in the 40 pass. You are Xinxiu in the morning and you should know where he is. Xue Lingzhu is the leader of the dance family. We dragons have been looking for thousands of years. But I'm sure that the water spirit beads are eating lingua in recent years. I was injured before and met an expert. It's because I'm looking for water spirit beads here. Record this difficulty, you get the specific situation of the water spirit pearl into your hand card. If our dragon clan has water spirit beads, think. I'll change the words and show the master. Bring knowledge to the water spirit beads. The three princesses immediately took the lead on their backs. It was him. Xiaolong, you have done a great job this time. After the city, I will never treat you badly. It is said that Babian rides on the mountain and tastes it. Yi Jinhong's side closed after the Republic of China. Dian returned to Wuming Mountain with Yin Xiaofeng. Please hurry up to win the old man. Master, you can count back. When the master saw Lao Qin, he immediately asked the lord. Old Qin, have you cultivated to fight dragons and 5 tops? And this is what Lao Qin secretly told the master. The expert treats you and Xiao Wu. But the efficiency is very dissatisfied. In the past few days, the expert has been asking me when Xiao Wu. After listening to the master, some people pinched the man. Xiao Wu, we have to fight. Otherwise, I can't keep you even for my father. Instead of exterminating the forest. It is the place where Xiaowokianen collects Yun products. The products that can be seen everywhere here are. One of them had inner spiritual effect and was torn to death. But when the production of silk comes into contact with the knowledge of wooden arrows behind. Since the magic of all solutions. She can imagine that this wooden arrow was given to her by a child who was never suitable for her. She entered the room and thought it was the expert Chen Fan who arranged for her. Otherwise, why would there be no chance? A child gave her a wooden arrow. And here Xiao Wu and Huang Xiao rely on the benefits of production. Came early all the way without being attacked by pre-birth. But at this moment, a sight emerges. Only heard the sound of touch. There was a gas material pre-production. Need human proximity trespassing I pre-production key premature death. The two suddenly died in shock. Huang Xiao hurriedly called Xiao Wu first. To be honest, it was soon. Countless moments of remnant thoughts gave birth to the two of them. Fortunately, Huang Xiaoqing's surname is a product of Yun products. This gas material is expected to be unable to attack them. But it was destroyed in the next second. Huang Xiaoqi hungry heart. Xiao Wu was also stillborn to help move the body. Thought to comment on my family's cloud. Can resist my attack. God damn it. It's your turn. Xiao Wu left behind a sad biography. Failed to complete the task assigned by the superior. She must be disappointed in me. Huang Xiao thought he was tall and died. It's my turn. When the first army is fired, even if you feel the pinch fever. Holding a wooden arrow and cutting off the selfishness with a single knife. Seeing that it was a wooden arrow that broke his selfishness. The remnant who started to doubt when the gas material pre-produced the shield. But in the next second, the wooden arrow was discovered. It turned out to be the author of the legendary content. Miss Yi, don't be afraid. I am an expert who sent you to complete the task. As long as there is an expert stabbing this magic force. Prenatal family is not enough to rule. To build the understanding of gas material pre-production alliance in this situation. I'm always helpless to offend an expert. But please spare my people. Xiao Wu said that he only wants to produce cloud production. Won't go to his tribe. But just in this matter, the wooden arrow in the hand will be tested. Suddenly flew money. It turned out that an old man forcibly took his arrow. This piece was stabbed by an expert. Already daring to make a strong country, no one can spare. To us is the flag of the superior. Come to find Yun products. If you're innocent, you can't bear the consequences of a high-ranking person stagnating anger. You are a tall man and a tall man. Tell me about who he chose. An expert is a powerful person from the earth. But the old man took advantage of the fact that none of them lived. Wield power, play a game. At the moment of crisis, Xiao Wu even blindly pushes away the zero effect. I picked up and lost the old man. Just when Xiao Wu thought he was going to confess here. The smallest blood is lower than the preset sent back by Shun. The pre-configured sudden battle emits a soft and refined light. The attack of the electric foot old man during the treat. Even he was previously corrected by the Musashi 6 houses. In the blink of an eye, all the power prisons were restored. Xiao Wu suddenly passed and went. It turns out that this pre-allocation is not an ordinary prejudgment. Is it because I have been wrongly blaming the elder? Suddenly Xiao Wu was pulled closer to the trapped shield century. The world is in trouble. Surrounded by unremarkable Shinto. Lens of light. Talking about a play with a man who is divine but not guilty. On the 12-year platform. Behind the man, there are 9 to find colored rays of light. There is a Tao in the light. Recursively repeating this sentence on top of it. After seeing Xiao Wu Dingjing, I immediately waited for it. This man is not officially accepted by others. Chen Fan's false introduction Huangmeng really opened his eyes. Xiao Wu, are you willing to admit your ignorance? Small Wuji blind double fine counters to call back. Xiao Wu is willing. Falsely leading the left foot directly. Xiao Wu instantly transformed and came to him. The essence is a little lightly in Xiao Wu. A powerful energy entered his body. This energy works with his whole body. Facial changes today. The energy flows through the body and turns into a piece of solution. It was written by Liang Shen. Hooking up his perfect body is endless. Then the shoes on his feet. It is also replaced by crystal knife heels. At this time, he had 9 pre-delivery officers on his head. Deep table white dress. Wearing crystal high heels. It's the perfect end of the festival. This is a perfect woman. Not a perfect line. He exudes the light of the holy order. Revealing the breath of sacred refusal to clean up. The breath is shocking all directions and makes everything up and down. Exploring the feelings of Ling Pin. This is 9 Heaven's spinning girl. And the old man on the side was mobilized by his relatives who were oppressed by this breath. Xiao Wu suddenly opened his eyes and bones. Slightly extended like a snake. You take this as an apology. Follow a dead child. Also against the air. I only heard the cry of the old man. Direct words are bloody hands. The temperament on the side was frightened to death. The head of Lian branch expressed willingness to carry. Encounter with the cruel service rules. Remember so. Poop collects all suspicious cloud products, education, etc. The maintenance time change will generate all the suspicious clouds in the ability. Little Witch's sensation party. The reason is that I think it means that an expert sends me a match to despise myself. I really didn't expect it to be because of my status. I can't see the more matching ones don't support. After completing the task of an expert, the little witch will become more and more out of the crowd. The more disabled the material, he also expressed his desire to give it to the master Xiao Wu. Xiao Wu thought for a while and thought that the more disabled the future is, the more difficult it is. This is an irreplaceable substance. Thinking that the expert might like it, Tián agreed to his request. Tián brought 1 person and 1 cripple back to Mingshan. Success. You can buy everything Xiao Wu has done for you. And Xin Hui here seems to be what Xiǎng you talked about. Inexplicably typed a question. Who is thinking of me? Can be immediately passed by the scene in front of me. 10 years. Mystery is finally blooming. Since the chaos out of the open change exists in the event. All the waistbands will be red-handed when they see him. Even if Xiaoxin could see him, he would have no heart to challenge. But now he is just trying to escape a villain. As a commenter, he fired you without knowing how. Before the first line, Shin returned to the residents who played with the stingy bull for 10 years. Amen Akian 1 gram of shop sets. Amen girl brother just sprouted. The rolling dragon on the side hurts to hear the laying sun. I actually thought that Shin Hui meant to ask him to make 1 gram set. So the dignified fetish, rolling dragon pain, set up Xinhui. I didn't know how to repair the ruler and started the laying talk. And Xinhui also noticed immediately. Feelings that I don't have. 10 years. You are finally blooming. So I happily taught Gunlong pain a few more times. Thinking of such a large number of pavements per gram. When the time comes, you can take the bones and sell them for money if you can't finish them all. I am so happy to see my master scorched me. I really dismantled the team's expectations of me. Just want me to be a 1-gram shopper. Xinhui looked at the full bedding and hair and suddenly thought of a hard answer. Like a night of spring breeze. Thousands of miles of flowers bloom. Then let Lao Yi call some workers over. Help me make a home that hurts to make a home. So as not to affect the result numerically. Looking at the figure of Xinhui and the two leaving with heart. Wake up immediately. Ah ha ha. I get it. Kayla Huaji Ligua. That's what high people expect from me. So Tonton's relatives didn't even know that Lihua was issued even by a foot. Saw the mice bloom too. Xinhui immediately took a shower. Good luck today. But when I saw this number, I was a little dazed. There are countless projects with these names. Why is this blooming like a Lihua? As soon as the words came out, my brother woke up suddenly. Not good. Am I mistaken for the figure of an expert? I won't be hacked by an expert to be used as a fire warmer, right? Lianbon, the younger brother, is like a small balloon beside him for a long time. Auntie, please help me. Stingy waist down. Brother, I'm your evening team. You are so sinking in the lake, I really fall in love with me. In the past, I didn't know how to adapt, but I can't do this in the future. Said bullying jumped up from the fall. Quietly ran straight to Xinhui. Then he pointed to his brother and said. Brother, this mouse is not an ordinary alien. She is golden. The fruit she picks up is the same as the golden hour. Delicious. Xinhui is Huangran, who is as big as me. I see. It seems that there is still a difference between the earth and the rest world. I'm too lonely, Lu Bao. Looking at Stingy, what do you say about being tall? Xiao Bai was so angry that he dumped himself a few times. Master will be starved to death. Soften your heart. How can you escape if you ask her to give it to her? Isn't this the dog brother? I'm slapping my face. Always follow the little gods. Don't deal too much once is popping out. Do you want me to help you? Cheap. A small drop of 100, a big drop of 80. Worth yours. As soon as the words came out, the points reached Gigi. Dog fights.
Damn.